is Kyle Shanahan kind of being a little bit exposed here, Max?
I don't think he's being exposed. I think his offense needs to grow. And the Jimmy G, it's like kind of like the Chiefs' offense with Mahomes. When you have a good team and they know what it's about, they can stop it. Because think about
Because
the
look,
Titans' defense isn't that good, is it? But they kind of know the scheme and they're like, okay, we know how to
yeah,
stop it. Same thing with the Colts. I know it was a monsoon, but they can just figure out ways to stop him, man. And Jimmy G sucks. I hate to say it. You know what? I don't hate to say it because I've always thought that might be a nice guy, great guy, but on the football field, he's not a top quarterback. He's bottom of the barrel. Trey Lance hasn't looked that good. You know what? I'm throwing Joe under the bus. I don't give a damn. He said Trey Lance and his limited reps look the best. Now
out
I
of all
don't
the
know what
rookie
kind.
quarterbacks.
I don't know what crack they're selling in San Francisco or wherever Joey lives. But my guy, like you got to wake up and smell you got to smell what's in front of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you this, Max. The reason why I brought up Kyle Shanahan, and I get your position with the whole, Trey Lance and Jimmy G issue. Jimmy G's trash. When you lose, a lot of other stuff winds up become more glaring. Winning covers up a lot of shit. And that year that they made it to the Super Bowl covered up a lot of things. Now, ever since then, a lot of things have gone bad. Number one, the DeForest Buckner trade. I think it's a flop. I really
Look,
do.
looking back, Javon Kinlaw doesn't seem to be as
Yeah,
good as
that trade off,
DeForest
it's
Buckner, and Eric Armstead doesn't either.
I mean, the guy doesn't even play, Max. This dude can't get healthy. First
We
of all.
both we both like Kinlaw coming out.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's the
Kinlaw's
fact.
look, you could be a great player, but the best ability is availability, and he has not been available. Okay, another thing, Brandon Ayuk, first round pick. This guy has had an abysmal season. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's him not being disciplined enough and being on the coach's bad side or in the doghouse. I don't know if it's a talent situation. I don't know what the hell it is. But this is a guy who obviously had talent showing last year, Max. Brandon Ayuk was a solid player for them. And this is a guy who's an absolute zero on offense for them. Whether him not playing or him just not impacting the game. This is a first round wide receiver that they took. That's a flop. The whole there's numerous things, Max, like letting go a guy like Richard Sherman. Like I know he's I know you think he's trash and like he's not good at all, but I think there is a leadership aspect that you are missing. And as much as flack that we want to give of Robert Saleh with the whole being that rah guy that we fucking hate when he's all on the television screaming at the top of his lungs. I mean, he loses a guy in Robert Saleh. He gets rid of a guy in LaFleur that he's been working with his whole career. That guy winds up leaving. It's really eye popping the moves that Kyle Shanahan has been making, and from what I can register and what I've been knowing, he has more power than John Lynch. So I know people are going to be like, well, Juan, why aren't you mentioning John Lynch? These are personal decisions. I would compare the John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan situation, the whole relationship, compared to a John Gruden and Mike Mayock. I don't think it's close on who has the power. It's
Well,
the head coach.
Kyle Shanahan signed off on John Lynch becoming
Yeah,
GM, so that
exactly.
just goes to show you. I think he's getting a pass, Kyle Shanahan. I think he's getting a bit of a pass because of past success. I've said this about Doug Peterson the last 2 years. When you win a Super Bowl, it gets you that leash, or even if you get there, you get that
Yeah.
leash.
I
And
mean,
once you
he's
get
under
that
500,
leash,
Max.
look, I understand he's had really bad luck with injuries, but at some point you got to stop investing money in injury-prone players. You can
So,
go. You can. They're starting Jason Verrett. I told Joey earlier he gonna get hurt. I
yeah.
bet everything on my life in my life that he gonna get hurt. And what did he do? He gets hurt.
Yeah.
It's just like honestly, you can kind of say is investing in George Kittle a little bit of a mistake.
Right.
And I think
And yeah,
George Kittle's
he's hurt
talent is
too.
not a mistake, but he been hurt the last 2 years.
Yeah. And look, and then on top of all that, it's this whole quarterback situation. We can go on and on about that. The way he handled it, the way it was done. Like, it's just weird. And I'm gonna ask you this. With all that said, are you just gonna chop it up to the main problem is Jimmy G's the starting quarterback for the majority of these games?
They're 2-4 right now. I think they'd be 2-4, maybe 3-3 if Trey Lance started all the games. Who they beat? They beat Detroit. They beat the Jets, right?
Eagles. That's it.
Eagles. Oh, the Eagles. Sorry, I blinked. Yeah. So those 2 wins. Wow, that's a really tough game. Tough games. So,
and they were both close games.
The Detroit one was kind of a blowout. I'll say that for them. But yeah, the Eagle one was. We got down by 21. You know the offense loved to click when it's down 20, dog. But look, the Niners are a team. I think we kind of said this about the Cowboys earlier. And all Cowboy fans who said we're wrong at the start of the year before you knew your identity, we were right. So, yeah, looking back, it's pretty easy to say we were wrong. But at the moment in time, I don't talk about the future and the past.
Right.
I think the Niners are a team without an identity. They don't know if they're Trey Lance's team, Jimmy G, or they this run team, they air it out. And like you said, they've invested bad first-round picks in players, and you can't miss too many first-round picks.
And
even
they
though
don't
you like to say,
now.
Juan, you like to say it doesn't matter because you just get a third-round pick and it's no problem, but they don't have any third-round picks either, so I guess that's a problem, Juan.
Yeah, it is. It is. And look, they're not going to be able to even have a bust because they don't have no first-round picks.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about your first-round pick next couple of years, guys. You'll be good.